want to have an honest conversation with you today. Not a comfortable one, an honest one. How long have you been getting ready to start? How long have you been researching, planning, watching videos, taking notes, buying courses, telling yourself, I will start when I know enough, when the time is right, when the kids are older, when things settle down, when I feel ready? 6 months? A year? Maybe longer. Here is the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. That feeling of ready that you are waiting for, it is never coming. Not because you are not capable, not because you are not smart enough or prepared enough, but because ready is not a feeling that arrives before you start. It is a feeling that is built by starting. And today, I'm going to show you exactly the real, honest, beautiful, messy truth of what happens when you stop waiting and you just begin. Stay with me, because this might be the most important video you watch this year. Welcome back, beautiful, and if you are new here, I'm so glad you found this. I'm Yasmina, and every week I show up on this channel for women over 40 who are ready to build something of their own online. Hit subscribe so you never miss a video. Now let's get into this. Before I get into what actually happens when you start, I want to sit with you for a moment in the place you are right now. Because I know this place. I have lived in this place, and I know it does not feel like being stuck. It feels like being responsible. It feels like I'm just making sure I'm prepared. I do not want to waste anyone's time, including my own. I want to do this properly when I do it. And that intention, that desire to do things well, to be thorough, to not rush in blindly, that comes from a really good place. It comes from the same consciousness that made you good at everything else you have ever done in your life. But here is what I also know. Underneath the preparation, underneath the research and the planning and the course buying, there is something else, something quieter, something that does not always like to be named. Fear. Fear that you will start and it will not work. Fear that you will put yourself out there and be judged. Fear that you will invest your time and your hope and your energy into something and it will fail. And that failure will confirm the thing you are most afraid of, that maybe you really are too old, too late, too ordinary for this. I see you, and I want you to know that fear is not a sign that you should not start. It is a sign that this matters to you deeply, and things that matter deeply are always worth starting. And here is why waiting feels so logical. We were raised in a world that rewarded preparation. Study before the exam, train before the race, qualify before you apply, plan before you act. That framework works beautifully in a world with clear rules and predictable outcomes. But building an online business is not that world. There is no exam to pass before you are allowed to start, and there is no qualification that grants you permission. There is no perfect moment waiting around the corner where everything aligns and the fear disappears and you finally feel ready. The online business world rewards action. It rewards showing up imperfectly and learning as you go. It rewards the woman who posts a video before she feels ready over the woman who is still perfecting her script 6 months later. So the very thing that has made you successful in every other area of your life, your thoroughness, your preparation, your desire to get it right, is the exact thing that is keeping you stuck here. That is not your fault. It is just a pattern that needs to be interrupted. And today we are interrupting it. Here is the reframe I want you to hold on to from this moment forward. Waiting to feel ready is not caution. It's the most expensive decision you will ever make. Think about it this way. Every day you wait is a day you are not learning. Every day you wait is a day you are not building. And every day you wait is a day someone else, someone with less experience, less wisdom, less to offer than you, is showing up in the space where you should be standing. And every day you wait, the gap between where you are and where you want to be does not stay the same. It grows, because the world keeps moving whether you are moving with it or not. But here is the beautiful flip side of the truth. Every day you start is a day you are learning something real. Every day you start is a day you are building something real. Every day you start is a day you are becoming the person who has an online business, not the person who is thinking about having one. The distance between those two people is not talent, it's not age, it's not tech skills or experience or the perfect moment. It's one decision, the decision to start before you feel ready. Let me show you exactly what happens when you make that decision. I'm going to walk you through what actually happens stage by stage when a woman over 40 stops waiting and starts. Not the highlight reel version, the real version, because I want you to know exactly what to expect. Stage 1. The first week. It feels messy, and that is okay. In the first week of starting, here is what actually happens. It feels messy, it feels uncertain. You will make decisions without being sure they are right one. You will set something up and then wonder if you should have done it differently. You will have moments where you think, I have no idea what I'm doing. And here is what I need you to know about that feeling. It's completely normal. It's not a sign that you made the wrong decision. It is a sign that you are doing something new. And new always feels messy at first. But here is what else happens in that first week. You learn more in 7 days of doing than you did in 6 months of preparing. Because real action gives you real feedback. And real feedback is the only thing that actually moves you forward. The mess is not the problem. The mess is the education. What to do? Give yourself full permission to be a beginner in week 1. Your only job is to start, not to be perfect. Stage 2. The first month, something shifts. By the end of your first month, something shifts. It is subtle at first, but it is real. You start to feel slightly more comfortable with the tools you were terrified of in week 1. You start to find your voice, the way you naturally explain things, the stories you tell, the way you connect with people. You might get your first comment from someone who says, "This has really helped me." Or your first message from someone who wants to know more about what you offer. Or your first follower who found you because of something you posted. And something happens in your chest when that occurs. Something that feels like, oh, this is real. I'm actually doing this. That feeling, that tiny but mighty spark of proof is worth more than 6 months of preparation. Not perfectly. One piece of content, one conversation, one connection at a time. Stage 3. Because it is not theoretical anymore. It's happening. What to do? In your first month, focus on showing up consistently. First 90 days, you become someone different. By the time you hit 90 days of showing up, something profound happens. You become someone different. Not dramatically, not overnight, but when you look back at who you were on day 1, the woman who was terrified to press record, who second-guessed every word, who almost talked herself out of it 100 times. And you compare her to who you are now. The difference is undeniable. You are more confident, more clear, more certain of what you are doing and why. You have made mistakes, real ones, and you survived them. You have had wins, small ones, and they have lit something up inside you that preparation never could. You have built something. It might be small, it might be imperfect, but it is real and it is yours. And the woman who was waiting to feel ready, she's still waiting, while you have been building. What to do? Commit to 90 days of consistent action before you evaluate whether it is working. 90 days, not 9, not 19, 90. Stage 4. The moment everything changes. And then at some point that you cannot predict and cannot plan for, there is a moment. It might be a message from a woman who says your content changed her life. It might be your first paying client. It might be a video that reaches more people than you ever expected. It might be a quiet Tuesday morning where you sit down at your laptop and realize, I built this. From nothing, I actually built this. And in that moment, every messy first week, every uncertain first month, and every imperfect video you almost did not post, it all makes sense. Because you did not wait until you were ready. You got ready by starting. That moment is waiting for you, but it can only find you if you begin. What to do? Write down what your moment looks like. What does it feel like when it arrives? What has changed? Who have you helped? Keep that vision somewhere you can see it every single day. Stage 5. What you lose by waiting one more day. And finally, I want to be honest with you about something that nobody else will say. Every day you wait has a cost, a real one. It's not just the income you are not making. It's not just the clients you're not helping. It's something deeper than that. Every day you wait reinforces the story that you are not ready, that you are not enough, that the right moment is somewhere out there in the future, just not here, just not now, just not yet. And the longer that story runs, the harder it becomes to interrupt it. But every day you start, even imperfectly, even uncertainly, even with shaking hands and the voice that wobbles, you are writing a different story. A story that says, I showed up, I tried, I built something, I did not wait for permission or perfection or the perfect moment. I decided that today was enough, that I was enough, and I began. That is the story I want for you, and it starts the moment you decide to stop waiting. I want to tell you about a woman named Patricia. Patricia was 61 years old. She had been thinking about starting an online business for 3 years. 3 years of research, 3 years of courses, 3 years of telling herself she was almost ready. She found my channel and she sent me a message that I will never forget. She said, Yasmina, I have been getting ready to start for so long that I am now terrified that I have wasted too much time. Is it too late for me? I wrote back and said, Patricia, the only way it becomes too late is if you keep waiting. Start today, not tomorrow. Today. And she did. She posted her first piece of content that same evening. It was short, it was imperfect. She told me later that her hands were shaking when she pressed pause. 6 months later, she had her first 3 paying clients. 8 months later, she had left the part-time job she had been miserable in for years. A year later, she sent me a voice note and she was crying and she said, Yasmina, I keep thinking about all the time I spent waiting. And then I remind myself, I started and everything changed the day I started. Patricia did not start when she felt ready. She started when she decided that waiting was more painful than beginning. That decision is available to you right now, today. What are you going to do with it? So here is what I want you to do the moment this video ends. Not tomorrow, not after you finish your research. Not when the time feels right now. I want you to do one thing, just one, that moves you one step closer to starting. Send one email, record one video, write one post, research one platform, have one conversation, one thing today, and then come back here and tell me in the comments what you did, because I want to know. This community wants to celebrate you, and there is something incredibly powerful about saying out loud, I did the thing, I started. Write it below. I read every single comment and I personally reply to as many as I can. And if this video spoke to something in you today, please share it with a woman in your life who has been waiting too long. You might just be the reason she finally begins. I will see you in the next video, beautiful. Stop waiting. Start now. Everything you want is on the other side of beginning. If you want to know exactly which online business is the easiest and fastest to start, especially if you have no tech experience, I have a video right here that walks you through 5 beginner-friendly options. Go watch that next and make sure you are subscribed so you never miss a new video. I will see you there.